So your shading looks like this or this, and you don't know how to fix it, that's completely fine, because today I'm going to be giving you 3 tips going from different techniques, different types of shading, and it's just stuff you need to know before getting yourself into it, all starting with tip number 1. Alright, you do need to know your pencils, so I'm going to give you a quick crash course with this amazing drawing that I did. F, H, and B. These are the 3 types of graphite pencils you'll be using. F stands for fine. It's lighter graphite and fine lines because it's harder graphite. Then you have H. This stands for hard. It's harder graphite than B, so it obviously makes lighter shade, right? So 5H is the lightest in the H category, and HB is the darkest. I usually stand around 4H for most of my outlines. Moving on to B. B stands for black. This is what you're going to be using for most of your drawings. B is the lightest graphite you'll get in the B section. It's hardest and lightest. 12B is the softest graphite you'll get in the B section with the darkest shade. I usually go for B for my base layer and then move down to 5B. I won't go any darker usually for most of my drawings. It just depends on what you want to do. Pretty simple once you get the hang of it, but the truth is none of it really matters unless you understand. So if you didn't know, there are 6 to 8 different types of shading techniques, but I'm just going to stick with 4 for today. They're going to be hatching, cross-hatching, stippling, and blending. We're going to be going from the easiest all the way to the hardest and most time-consuming, so let's start with hatching. Hatching is just shading with close parallel lines. So like right here, I'm shading the sphere, and all I'm doing is just picking a direction and making the lines close together so it looks like it's shaded. It's super simple, honestly not my favorite, but I know you can make some really good looking art with it. The next best thing to hatching is cross-hatching. So cross-hatching, well, it's hatching, but you cross the lines. So again, here's the sphere and I'm hatching, and then I make more lines going the other direction, making it overlap and have a darker and smoother look. This one is honestly a big step towards the right direction in my opinion. It just makes everything seem smoother and look more realistic, but not as realistic as my favorite type of shading, blending. Okay, so blending is objectively the best type of shading in my opinion. Right, it's just going back and forth, varying pressure, getting as dark as you want with the different types of pressure, right? And then once you have the look you want for the sphere, you simply blend it with either a makeup brush or blending stump or toilet paper or really whatever you have around. And yes, I own about 12 makeup brushes just for blending. And it will smooth out your shading by smearing it, making it blend together. It's just the easiest way to be able to get a smooth texture. But for the next technique, smooth texture is not what you're going for. And that technique is stippling. All right, stippling is simple enough, right? It's just one of those things that takes so much patience, but the end product really looks good. The simplest definition for stippling I can give you is just dots, man. I mean, that's all it is, just millions of dots coming together to make a masterpiece. And the only really tip I can give you is just layering. That's all you really can do, just layer the dots, get as dark as you want. Okay, now that you know the techniques to shading, I just want to share a few tips with you that will help you along the way, just small things, starting with... Okay, this one is very, very simple, but it will help you a lot along the way. You have to know what type of paper you like using, because there are different types of paper. You have like textured paper, then you have smooth paper, and then you have sort of textured paper, but not really textured, but kind of textury paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get the gist. There are different types of paper, and it does affect your drawing. So if you're going for more of a rough look, you go for textured paper. If you're going for a smooth look, you go for printer paper. And if you're going for, you know, a textured, but not textured, but a textured paper, you know, that's what the type of paper you're going to be using. The last tip I can give you, and I've given you this before in other videos, is you have to learn how to vary pressure with each pencil, because you can get so much more out of one pencil. The best exercise I can give you for this is making 5 squares and using one pencil. Each square gets darker with the shade, which means more pressure and also more layering. And you'll see different shades you can get from one pencil. I'll show you a video. I posted one a little while ago. That's about all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got something out of it. And you guys have an absolutely blessed day.